right, thank you, Ramel. Well, from our table to yours, we have a gift for you this Thanksgiving week. We asked renowned chef Dean Neff of Wilmington Seabird restaurant to come up with some new takes on holiday cooking.
And boy, did he. He met me at the Seasoned Gourmet Kitchen to demonstrate some really sweet techniques. Now, I wore a mask and stayed at a safe social distance while he worked his magic. And this morning, we're talking turkey. Here with Chef Dean Neff, a local favorite chef. Now, why are people so intimidated by turkeys at the holidays?
So turkeys are hard to cook. They're typically people cook them whole, which is really difficult. You wouldn't cook, a whole cow. So it's like, why would you cook a whole turkey?
So you've got a special way.
Yeah, we're gonna show a way to keep it from drying out. 2 different ways that we're gonna work with it to keep it from drying out.
The first one is a brine. Let's
it
talk
is.
About it.
So we've got salt and sugar. We've got this will yield 3 gallons. We're also using a trick where we're taking half of our liquid, and then we're gonna actually use the other half in ice so we can chill it instantly. So we're gonna pour.
It's a sweet tea brine.
It is, yeah. So we're adding in. We've got 1.5 gallons of water here. We're adding in 2 cups of kosher salt and 1 cup of sugar. We've also got some lemon because sweet tea brine, of course you need some lemon. We've got some spices that I like to put into brine as well. Bay leaves, a little mustard seed, and some chili flake. We've got herbs, which is kind of poultry seasoning. We've got sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Just like the song.
No parsley. And we've also got some just tea bags. We're gonna put these in here. We don't wanna over steep it because it can get a little bit bitter. So we're gonna kind of stir this. The main purpose of this stage is making sure we get the salt and sugar diluted into the water. That's key. After that, we're gonna make sure, one of the great things about brine is we can infuse not only the flavors of the spices and the herbs, but we're also going to make it juicier because when the salt and the water solution hits the animal protein cells, they swell, and so they become juicier. More water rushes in, so we can actually cook it a little bit longer, and it will still be juicy. So, and then we've got this fun kind of take on sweet tea, and it makes it just a little bit different and unique. All right, so we've got that. You can see that the salt and sugar.
You can already smell it.
Yeah, we've already got that dissolved in there, and so we're gonna turn the heat off, and then we've got ice takes up more volume than water, so we have 1.5 gallons of water, and we have 2 gallons of ice. And we're gonna pour this into our ice.
And do you put the turkey right in it?
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the turkey, and we're gonna talk about spatchcocking, which is a funny word, and but it basically is cutting open the turkey. So we're not gonna stuff this turkey. A lot of times stuffing a turkey, you have to get that internal temperature to 165 degrees for the stuffing to be cooked all the way through. So in this case, we're actually opening it up, and we're not gonna have to cook it as long to get everything cooked through. So spatchcocking is basically cutting down the backbone of the bird. You can do this with chickens and with turkey. You gotta do it carefully and make sure you have a secure surface. We're gonna use a sharp knife, and we're just gonna cut straight down.
That's a really sharp knife.
It is.
You're cutting through bone.
You can also use poultry shears if you prefer.
And this is
Takes
still
a
pretty presentation.
little muscle. It is, yeah, I like it actually. And again, you're gonna end up with a much better end result because we have less room for the heat to travel, and it's gonna cook up a lot more evenly like this. So we're gonna go into brine now.
So then after you cut it down the middle, you just brine it.
That's right. It goes in here for 24 hours.
And do you have to have one of these, or can you use a trash bag?
You can use a cooler, you could use a trash bag if you like. You just wanna make sure you can keep it cold. So you have to have a big fridge. We're gonna put the thermometer right into the leg joint, and we're looking for 165 degrees Fahrenheit.
And we don't serve it this way though.
We don't. We're gonna take it off, we're gonna put it on the cutting board, let it rest, and then we're gonna take all of the kind of dried up bits that are on the pan right now, deglaze that, and then we're gonna make a gravy with that.
Fantastic. And then with the bones, what do we do with that?
The bones we're gonna actually cook down and make a turkey stock, and we're gonna add aromatic vegetables. We've got onions, carrots, celery, fennel, leek, maybe a bay leaf, and some herbs and lemon, and then we're gonna make a soup with the leftovers.
Bon appetit. And we will show you that leftover recipe on Friday. We're going to need it. But tomorrow, a whole new idea for a main dish for people like my 2 daughters who just don't want to eat turkey for Thanksgiving.
And this one is fresh from the sea and would look amazing on any table. I know you were talking about it.
Yes, it's big eye tuna. Go figure, it's a sustainably grown fish, and it looks like a pork tenderloin when you serve it. Oh,
But let's
so
talk
good.
about this turkey. I didn't know you put sugar in the brine.
Isn't that something?
Or you can in this
Yeah.
recipe. It's
Yeah, and we
amazing.
will have all of the recipes in detail on our website. So we're really excited to share this with you this
Wow,
week.
it doesn't look as intimidating watching
not.
you guys show it. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, pretty cool.